Hey guys, this is Matt. I chose role modeling as my instructional method. So here we go. What is a role model? So a role model is somebody that's able to show us how to complete a task or achieve a goal. They show us that goals are attainable, and these are representations of the possible. It's also somebody that shows us a goal is desirable, or it may even provide inspiration to somebody. What is role modeling? So role modeling was a theory that is based off of theories by Albert Bandura. He was a psychologist that was more specifically related to the social learning theory. There was also some other, as well as Evelyn Tomlin, Mary Swain, and Ellen Erickson. They also wrote a book that was based on role modeling. Okay, so it's pretty much the use of the self as a tool to influence and develop new level of functioning for health professionals. Pretty much we consider this as mentors, or somebody that you're going to shadow, or obviously it's somebody that we usually like to think as an expert in their role. Okay, this is not only just knowledge wise, but obviously of how they carry themselves and how they interact with others. They're the star. Okay. So what is role modeling? Role modeling is based off of behaviors. Like I said, it's the social norms and based off of social norms and professional expectations. Okay. Obviously, the more ideal role models that you have, the bar of this is kind of instilled that this is what we're expecting. If you're below the bar, you might not be considered a role model of the profession or staff or what have you. Like I said, these are usually preceptors or mentors. They're excellent examples, and that's what we try to have everyone to achieve. Actions speak louder than words. So health professional educators have many opportunities to demonstrate behaviors they would like to instill in learners, whether they be clients, healthcare staff, or students. These are what I consider every time behaviors. At Penn Medicine Lecture General Health, these are a few things, not to get real specific, but it's something that I feel like it's kind of the golden rule. Do unto others that you'd want done unto you. These are things that we all should strive to achieve every single time. Being polite, being compassionate, having a responsibility. Okay? And this is also what the book talks about. Ways to be a role model. So lead by example. If you're not sure who your role model is, hopefully you're that person. Okay? This might be related to a competency that you have of, are you an expert Foley inserter? Do you start a lot of IVs? Pertaining this to the nursing role. Okay. Assessment. Maybe your assessment, maybe you've mastered the assessment techniques. Okay. Maybe you're the nurse manager. How do you interact with others? How do you involve yourself with staff? How do you resolve problems? Okay. You want to always think of trying to be a role model. And this leads to dress, how well you keep yourself. Is your hair a mess? Do you have wrinkles in your uniform? Are your nails unkept? Okay, people are looking at these things. And are you enthusiastic? Okay, do you have interest and do you enjoy your job? If it's something you're just kind of going through, that's pretty easy for somebody to pick up, and maybe they might not consider you a role model in that aspect. Okay. Some pros of role modeling. So it influences attitudes to achieve behavior change in a positive manner. Positive role models have the potential to instill socially desired behaviors, and this can lead to good staff morale. I often think of role modeling as kind of like monkey see, monkey do, and you can relate this more to like toddlers and younger kids. Obviously, if you have a group of kids and one kid acts up and the other sees that and it's accepted amongst the group, it's going to give that kid the okay to say, oh, well, so-and-so's acting up, I can act up. Now, on the flip side, if everyone, is behaving themselves and there are a set of ground rules and you set the bar there, usually everyone tends to kind of walk the tightrope, and that's what is expected of the role models, okay? Cons of role modeling. So this requires a rapport between the role model and the learner, okay? Obviously, if you have somebody that's a new hire and is coming in and is not really sure where somebody might be in their career, if they don't really have their attributes or their accomplishments well known, it might actually be harder for somebody to say, well, so-and-so told me to do it this way, but who is he, then you have a hard time of establishing that rapport, okay? And so negative role models have the potential to instill unacceptable behaviors, okay? If you're a mentor or somebody's looking up to you, you're really held in that higher light. You're held to that higher standard where, if you start to participate or you do some or have some bad behaviors, that's not very good, and that can lead to more staff becoming like you. And this can, obviously can create like a staff sabotage and scapegoating, okay? Ways to be a role model as a peer. Be punctual, okay? Dress the part. These are all pretty obvious. Be present. No cell phones. This can go with social media. I don't have social media. I hope, people think of themselves as like, look, this is what I'm representing, okay? Be accountable. Don't blame others. If, own up to your mistakes, correct them, get better, learn from them, okay? Communicate effectively, okay? No gossip, no locker room banner, okay? And advocate for each other, okay? Role model for a patient. Embrace diversity, okay? You're never ever going to find the same patient, especially of how they view things and how they take care of themselves or their goals, okay? Everybody's different, and that's great, so embrace it. Help them be their best. You want to encourage and model best self-care practices, okay? Obviously, it's kind of hard for you to ask somebody or show somebody how to do something if they're looking at you and saying, well, so-and-so wants me to do this or be like this. Well, they're a mess, So you want to be transparent, okay? Ways the role model for a community, okay? Be that community leader. I'm not saying be perfect. However, if you want to get involved in things in the community that promote, how you make your choices to how you live your life. So no tobacco, no alcohol, exercise regularly, adequate sleep, healthy food choices, okay? I think that's everything we can all agree to. So who's your role model? Okay, here's a short video. You can actually look this up on YouTube. I'm not sure if it's going to play here on the screen, but it's really just a song. It has some figures. It shows throughout the history. Okay. Click on it. All right. So I apologize, it's unavailable, but down here's the link if you guys want to go check it out, okay? Here's some of my resources. The book, and I found a study that was based off of the motivational theory. It pretty much spoke to the beginning. You know, if somebody has a low motivational outlook, it can affect whether or not they achieve role models' behavior. Okay, and that's it.